These days, millions of women around the world are posting videos, wearing almost nothing, making sexual gestures, all for views, money, and gifts from strangers. How can a woman who shows her body to thousands, even millions of men, be loyal to one man? Unless her husband is the open-minded type, or worse, the one filming her. Sex sells. And on the internet, sex makes big money. But money isn't everything. We now live in a time where vulgarity is so normal that decency feels strange, almost like it's wrong. And as I speak, I know some will disagree. Some will even attack. But lately, even the small support on my videos makes me question, is anyone still ready to hear the truth? If you are, prove it in the comments. Let's see who's brave enough to stand for something real. Marriage will be hell. Marrying a woman who lives for TikTok is like marrying a stage performer, except her audience isn't a theater. It's millions of strangers. Your private life becomes her content. Every argument, every trip, every gift turned into a performance for likes and comments. She will measure her worth by the attention she gets online, not by the respect she gives at home. And when she's addicted to that constant validation, your love will never be enough. You'll compete with her followers for her attention. You'll compete with strangers for her respect. And in the end, you'll lose because her real loyalty is to the screen, not to you. A wife should be your partner, not public property. Protect yourself before it's too late. The best way to survive this trap is to avoid it completely. Don't try to change her. Don't think you can save her from the life she chose. A woman who thrives on showing herself to the world won't suddenly become private just because you put a ring on her finger. Before you commit, observe her lifestyle, how she dresses, how she acts online, the kind of attention she seeks. These are not small details. They are warnings. Remember, a man's peace is priceless, and no amount of beauty is worth sacrificing it. Choose a woman whose values match your vision, because marrying the wrong one doesn't just cost you money, it can cost you your dignity, your freedom, and your sanity. TikTok lives selling dignity for coins. Open TikTok at night and you'll see it. Girls going live, flirting, dancing, showing skin, all for virtual gifts that turn into money. And the most shocking part, even in countries that claim to be deeply religious, thousands of girls are doing the exact same thing. It makes you wonder, do they have no dignity? Did their parents fail to raise them? Do they sleep peacefully at night knowing what they've done? These lives aren't harmless entertainment. They are recorded, they are downloaded, and they will remain online forever. A permanent stain on their name, a clip that can ruin their future marriage, their career, their reputation, all for a few coins and a few minutes of attention. The money will be spent, the gifts will disappear, but the shame, that will outlive them. Her past is her shadow. A woman's past doesn't disappear when you marry her. If she has exposed herself to the world for money or attention, that history will follow her. And you. One search, one screenshot, one old clip, and suddenly her shame becomes your burden. You can't build a future with someone whose past is a time bomb. Because no matter how much you love her, the internet never forgets. You are responsible to every woman who goes live, teasing strangers for gifts and attention. Understand this, you are not just showing your body, you are shaping the minds of an entire generation. Young girls are watching you, teenagers are copying you. Instead of focusing on school, values, and building a real future, they're learning to value themselves only for their bodies, their lips, their curves, their ability to attract men online. And when these girls grow up, they won't know how to build a family because you taught them that attention is more important than respect and followers are more important than love. Families will be destroyed. Children will be raised without morals. And you, yes, you, will carry that responsibility. Because being a woman comes with power, and you chose to use yours to poison, not to protect. Not fit to be a mother. A woman who lives for likes, gifts, and the attention of strangers cannot raise children who value respect, discipline, and family. How can she teach her daughter self-respect when she built her own life on exposing herself to the world? How can she teach her son morals when she entertains men online for coins? Motherhood requires sacrifice, patience, and the ability to put family above ego. But a woman addicted to the spotlight will always put herself first, before her husband, before her children, before her home. And the harsh truth is this: a mother like that doesn't raise a family, she raises another broken generation. Men who sell their dignity. Let's be clear, it's not just women. There are men out there going live on TikTok, saying filthy words, doing cheap challenges, humiliating themselves in front of strangers, all for a few coins. These men are no better. A man who sells his dignity for views will sell his principles for anything. How can such a man lead a family? How can he protect a wife and raise children with values when he has none himself? To the women watching, don't marry a man who entertains the world by degrading himself, because the same man who seeks attention from strangers online will seek validation from other women offline. A man without self-respect can never respect you or the family you try to build together. Parenting in the age of social media. To every parent today, you cannot stop the internet. You cannot hide smartphones forever. They are in every pocket, every classroom, even in the school bathroom. This means your children will see things, even if they never search for them. Trash content will appear on their screens the moment they open any app. And if they see it often enough, they will start to think it's normal. That is why you must talk to them. Sit with your son, your daughter, and tell them clearly, what these people do is not right. They humiliate themselves for money. Don't be like them. Be better. Especially if you have daughters, your responsibility is huge. If you succeed in raising them well, you gain a son or daughter you can be proud of. But if you fail, you lose them to a world that will use them and throw them away. And yes, there will be a generational clash. Your child might call you old-fashioned or out of touch. But one day, they will remember your words and realize you were right. Sadly for some, that realization comes too late. Do your duty as a father, do your duty as a mother. In the end, every person will face the consequences of their own actions. But make sure you can say, I did my part. If you've made it this far, understand this. You haven't just watched another video, you've found a treasure most people will never discover. Because here, you will hear truths no one else dares to speak. Lessons that can save your relationships, protect your dignity, and change your life forever. Don't walk away empty-handed. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and explore the other videos on this channel. Each one is another piece of the map that leads to a better, stronger, smarter you. In a world full of noise and lies, this is your safe place for the truth. Guard it, share it, live it,